Hi, it's Madeline, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you the fan and V-stitch. This stitch pattern calls for multiples of 8 plus 1, and there is a 4-row repeat starting at row 3. I've gone ahead and I've started with 25 single crochets, so it was my multiple of 8 was 24, and then I added the 1 to give me 25. For row 1, you're going to start with a chain 1, turn, and single crochet into that first stitch. You're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 9 double crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a single crochet into the next stitch. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 9 double crochets into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a single into the next. Skip 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and place 9 double crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to just continue this pattern across your project. So if you have more than 25, say you're making a blanket or you're making a different piece that has more than 25, you're just going to continue with skip 3, single, skip 3, shell of 9, skip 3, single, and all the way down your piece to your last 4 stitches, and then you're going to skip 3 and place a single in the very last stitch. For row 2, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn. Now this chain counts as a stitch. You're going to place a double crochet into that very first stitch there. So you have 2 double crochets. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip over your shell and place a V-stitch into your single crochet from the previous row. And the V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, all in the same stitch, and it makes that V there. You're going to chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip your shell, and place a V-stitch into the next single crochet from the previous row. So that's 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place 2 double crochets into your last stitch. So that's the single from the previous row. 1, and 2. And this is what it looks like so far. So we've got these brackets on here. Now we're going to go to row 3, which is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn. Now this counts as a stitch, and what we're going to do is we're going to create like a half shell here. So we're going to place 4 more double crochets. 1, and that's right in the very first stitch. 2, 3, and 4. So that gives us a half shell on that side there. Now when you get to your shell, you have this chain 5 that you did from the previous row. You're going to count to the 5th double crochet of your shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the exact middle, and you're going to place a single crochet in this stitch here. But what you're going to do is you're going to have that chain 5 from the previous row sitting on top of it, so you catch that into your single crochet, and that secures it. So you're going to then place 9 double crochets into your V-stitch. So here's my V-stitch right where the chain 1 is, so into the chain 1 space. You're going to place 9 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're going to count to the 5th double crochet from the shell on your previous row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this stitch right here, you're going to place a single, but place your chain 5 from the previous row on top, so you catch that in your single crochet. And it's just a standard single. Then you're going to place another shell of 9 double crochets into your V-stitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count up to the 5th double crochet from your shell from the previous row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right in the middle there, and place your single crochet while catching the chain 5 into it. Then you're going to place 5 double crochets into the top chain from your chain 3. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is row 3. So the next 3 rows we're going to do, and then we're going to come back to this row, and you would just keep repeating that. For row 4, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this actually counts as half of your chain 5. So on the end here, we're kind of working in half of what the middle part of the pattern is. So we're going to chain 3, turn, And then we're going to place a V-stitch into our single crochet from the previous row. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a V-stitch in your single crochet from the previous row. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and V-stitch into your single crochet. And that's a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. So now we have to get it to match up to this side here where we had our chain 3 across. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2 and then slip stitch into the top chain from our chain 3 on the previous row. So that's the end of row 4. Now for row 5, we're going to chain 1. And we're going to single crochet in the first stitch, but what we're actually doing is, because this is a slip stitch here and this is the row with the brackets, we're going to be placing our single crochet into the top of the chain 3, which is acting like the middle of the shell. So when you look at it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this chain 3 acts like the 5th double crochet. So we are going to place our single into that space over top of our slip stitch. We are going to place a shell of 9 double crochets into your V-stitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, then you're going to count up to the 5th double crochet on the shell from the previous row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to single crochet into that stitch and catch your chain 5 in your single crochet. And then double crochet 9 into your V-stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count to the 5th double crochet from your previous shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into that stitch and catch the chain 5 with 9 double crochets into the V-stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you're going to single crochet into the double crochet from the previous row. Because remember, this is kind of like the half here, so you would go into the actual double crochet, which would count as the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for row 6, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, and then place a double crochet into the same stitch. You're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place a V-stitch into your single crochet from the previous row. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 double crochets into the single crochet from your previous row. One, 2. So this is the pattern repeat here. So this is row 6, so that would be the end of it. So what you would do is go back to row 3. So 1, 2, 3. So you'd go back to this row, 4, 5, 6. So you would be repeating row 3 to row 6 over and over and over again until you got to the length that you wanted. And then to finish it off, what you would do is chain 1, turn, a single crochet in the 2 double crochets from the previous row, 2 single crochets into this chain 5 space, 1 and 2, and then you will count to your 5th double crochet from the previous row and place a single crochet in there while catching the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and catch your chain. Place 2 more double crochets into that chain 5 space from the previous row. And you see how that's locked it in place there? You'll place a single crochet into the double from the V. You'll place a single under the chain 1 from the V and a single in the double from the V. 2 singles in your chain 5 space, and then count to the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a single in that 5th double crochet from the previous row, and catch your chain 5 while you're there. 2 singles in your chain 5 space, 1, 2, single in the first double crochet of the V, single in the chain 1 space of the V, single in the second double crochet of the V, 2 singles into your chain 5, count to the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, place a single in that 5th while catching your chain 5, 2 singles into the chain 5 space, a single in the first double crochet there, and a single in your top chain from your chain 3. And that's how it looks. It's really a fun stitch once you get the hang of it, and you'll just repeat rows 3 to 6 over and over, and then you'll get to the end. Like I said, I'll have everything marked for you in the chapters on the video. I wanted to just let you know the yarn that I used for this. It is cotton and cream and it calls for a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. It's a light medium 4-weight, and it's like a cotton blend, but it's very light. It's not a thick, heavy yarn. And this is something that on this pattern, your yarn choice really does make a difference. I did a couple more rows on this swatch here, but this is just with a regular acrylic number 4-weight yarn, and I used a 6 millimeter hook on this. It's the same. It's about the same length, and I did a few more rows on this one, but you can see it really, the type of yarn you choose for this pattern really changes the look. So just keep that in mind. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.